What's up, everyone? I'm gonna try and not get hit by a car here. This is what I do this time of night, many times when I'm not live streaming. Gotta go shopping for the kids to make their lunch in the morning. So I figured I'd give you a little bit of the experience. So hopefully people won't mind here in the grocery store. This is actually the real Rick experience here. So got my cart. Well, can't go in that way. I actually run into people here, believe it or not, that watch my channel. Not this channel, but the other channel. I was in here about 3 weeks ago. I ran into two guys the same time. It was 12 o'clock at night. Ran into two guys that were like, "You're Rick Beato." It was very weird. Anyways, hope the manager doesn't give me a hard time for live streaming. You don't care if I live stream, do you?
No problem.
Great. Paper or plastic? Oh, I got to get plastic spoons for the kids, even though I don't, I got to get some chips. Pack me some chips. I do need chips. They've totally redone this place here, and I can't find anything. Okay, so here we go. Got to get some cereal. Get some biscuits and chocolate. I thought to myself, I was like, you know what? I need to go on live because I need to get some advice. Hummus and guac. That's actually not a bad idea too. Koala Crisp. This is my kids love this cereal. I was talking to Aaron today, and he says, he's like, man, people just go on Twitch and they just walk around and they do nothing and they talk. It's like, what? So I figured I'm gonna try that. I have done videos. Grab you a Gibson chops. There you go, right? I think I need some fruit here. I'll put fruit in there, but the kids won't. It bums me out. Their lunchbox comes home and they haven't eaten anything. Let's see here. Get some grapes. I think they'll eat grapes. Strawberries this time of year starting to get bad. IRL, that's what it is, right? Is that what they call it? IRL. That's what Aaron was saying. I was trying to think of what the terms were. You guys like the Nirvana video? There's a couple Nirvana haters on there. I don't have any tolerance for Nirvana haters. Berries have been good this year, but this time of year, the strawberries you start to see mold on them. And let's see, what else do I need? Oh, I need to get some crackers. Oh, my kids like crackers. Like, Dad, get crackers. New Nirvana video. Yeah, so it came out about probably 3 hours ago, 2 hours ago, something like that. I actually changed the format a little bit. I did multiple songs from Nirvana. I did Heart-Shaped Box, You Know You're Right. I did a little bit of Francis Farmer Will Get Her Revenge on Seattle. And I did some of Smells Like Teen Spirit. There's a lot of melodic analysis because Nirvana is incredibly sophisticated. Kurt Cobain's melodies are very sophisticated. Some of the people on there, like some guy was saying something about, oh, he's not up there with the great songwriters. It's like, you don't know what you're talking about. I had some good, what's up, Ray? I'm out late. This is actually early. I usually go to the store. I usually go grocery shopping later than this. What music are they playing here? What's up, Ron? They're, they actually play music really quietly here. What's up, Daniel? Gotta change hands here. It hurts my hand. Got some crackers. Let's see who else. Less people at the store. I know. What's up, Kinch? 12 bottles of what? Oh yeah, and some guy wrote some negative comment about Kurt Cobain, and he wrote Cobain with a K, and I said that I didn't know who he was talking about. I don't know any Cobain with a K. So this is what I do. Let's see here. Need to get some plastic spoons. Yeah, I know, right? They got the C and the K. Although Kurt would, I used to see his name written with a Kurt with a C and a K early on in Nirvana. Okay, waffles. Layla loves waffles. Let's see here. Okay, there's no good waffles there. I hate those Eggos. They do not like, well, they don't like those. That's all I see though. Okay. Is this really interesting? It's probably not, right? Yeah, I think it was spelled, he did spell it with a DT. I saw that too. Okay. One more row here. I gotta get the plastic spoons. You guys gotta remind me. Somebody asked about 80s metal. I want to do some more. I'm gonna start doing some contemporary songs. I've done very little in the 2000s because some of the people that I want to do videos of, like Sinister Gates, for example, with Avenged Sevenfold. I want to do the videos with the people in the bands. I want to do a video with him, and I've talked to him about that. So that's why I haven't done anything. I've done almost nothing from the from the mid 2000s, and I've done very little contemporary stuff other than the Ariana Grande, Adele. Adele did not do well. That's not necessarily. I'm not sure why people didn't like that, but I don't care, because Adele is a great singer, one of the best ever, one of my favorites. Hassan, what's up, man? Long time no see. Kind of slim pickings this kind of night. Will I be willing to come to your college in Ireland for a talk or masterclass? Absolutely. Write me. Love to do that. Write me on at my rickbeato1 at Gmail. Foul Fish, what's up? What did I see Lady Gaga's? Is she in a new movie or something? I thought I saw her recently in something. Okay, plastic spoons. Nobody's reminded me here. That's the last thing I need here. Really do not like the new organization. Okay, so here we go. This is where they moved everything to. Okay, it's with Bradley Cooper. That's what it was. A Star is Born. Okay, get plastic spoons. Okay, good. So this is where they moved this stuff to. All the kind bars and all that kind of stuff. This is really badly organized. They totally screwed up this store. This is 90 seconds away from my place though. You can't beat that, right? Literally 90 seconds it takes me to drive here. Okay, plastic spoons. Do you know where plastic spoons are? What aisle? 19? Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Can't be afraid to ask. Aisle 19. I was just on aisle 19. Any luck on getting Pat? So I wrote to his publicist. Nothing. Publicist is with None Such Records. And nothing. They don't care. What do you, what are you going to do? What can I do? So I was looking at a channel, the NYU Jazz channel. Okay, this is where they're supposed to be. Okay, hold on. Spoons. I don't like that they put the plastic spoons next to the bug spray. So the NYU, they have a jazz program. Anybody ever watch any of those interviews? The guy is probably, I'd say he's probably about my age, does he interviews? I don't know what his name is. But he interviews everybody. But the videos don't have a lot of, they don't get a lot of views. The channel has about 7,000 subscribers. I'm not sure who the target audience is. I've seen Bill Frisell, I've seen Schofield, I've seen, I mean, they've had tons of people on there. Probably people that they come to be guest soloists. I cannot believe there's not plastic spoons here. This is unreal. Oh, here we go. There we go. Sorry. Got him. Okay, got everything. So this guy, he's got a doctorate in jazz. I think he's got a doctorate in jazz studies, and does good interviews. But I should have ban-hammered her. Okay, let's see here. I gotta check out now. I gotta wait. There's a line. Okay. Okay, here we go. Can I check out and hold this? Yes, I can. I got the crackers all set. I can't believe I'm checking out here. This is hilarious, right? Grapes. Always do self-checkout. Have I thought about covering movie composers? I've done probably at least 10 videos on movie composers. I guess you haven't seen that. Haven't seen those videos. Come on. Okay, it's a little bit behind. That's okay. I've only done about 10 of them or so. Okay, a couple more things here. And there we go. I've done Bernard Herrmann. I did John Williams. I did Thomas Newman, James Newton Howard. James Newton Howard, James Horner, Hans Zimmer. Trying to think of who else. A lot. Done a lot of them. Multiple ones too. Okay, there we go. Okay. Hold on one second. I can't multitask. Here we go. Okay, I got it all now. No hummus. Oh, I forgot the hummus. I have guac at home. So I have a Twitch channel, actually. I'm not at Walmart. I'm at Kroger. I have a Twitch channel that I have 6 subscribers on that I've had for about a year. And I was talking with Aaron about this, about Twitch. I'm not moving from YouTube, but I checked out Twitch about probably a year ago. I have my I have the just under Rick Beato. But I have 6 people that follow me, something like that. I signed into my account for the first time in about 8 months or so the other day because I was talking with Rhett and Aaron about this, about how that there's music people over there, but it's really, it's kind of undeveloped still. Saw some guy playing acoustic guitar, singing. He had a pretty nifty setup, actually. He had a nice camera. He was singing through an SM7. I didn't actually listen to him at all, but these people really get on there and will play for a long time. Twitch was all gamers, but I think that music people are starting to go over there. You know, it's kind of like the Wild West. What's up, Long Trang? Good to see you. It's you know, people like to discover new platforms, I think. Yeah, Red is Jim. Yes, Red is very good. His stuff looks amazing and stuff. Let's see. More videos on producers who influence music, not just the recording. Like Rick Rubin. How you doing? Oh, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Did I remember Jello? I was talking about. I talked to a guy that a writer that I've checked out before. I won't drive and talk, but I will turn the car on so I can plug my phone in here. Shotgun, there you go. Got to plug it in here. So there we go. I'll turn on the AC. It's hot, really humid out today. So I talked to a writer, a guy that I'd never talked to before. We texted each other, but he had a New York Times bestseller a few years ago, and I'd seen him do some TED Talks. Really interesting guy. I talked to him today for about an hour, and learned some really interesting things about the book publishing business. And we talked about social media. We talked about, he mentioned that he had tried to do a YouTube channel, but I said that I, you know, when I started on this, you always think, okay, well, you always think that, oh, well, there's no chance, you know, there's 600 million people on YouTube. What is the chance that you're going to have a successful channel, right? Well, my answer is always, well, somebody's got to have one, right? You figure it's, there's 600 million channels on YouTube, or content creators. I'm eating a cough drop here. My throat is, I've had this congestion all day. I kept having to clear my throat while I was making the video. So, 600 million content creators. There's 1.9 billion people on YouTube. But somebody has to be successful, right? And I started thinking about this because I was watching Christian Henson, the guy from Spitfire Audio, and he was he's the one that actually that's where I learned these numbers, and he was looking at the numbers. There's a website, Social Blade, that will show you what your numbers are in relation to everybody that's on YouTube, and they give you a ranking and stuff. But he was talking about how he had 10,000 subscribers, and he was I don't know, 200 and something thousandth out of everyone in the world, right? Something like that. I forget what it was, but he said that, and then he brought me up out of the blue and said that I'm, you know, what, I don't know, 18,000th or something like that out of all the YouTube channels. But when you think of that, that's pretty good out of 600 million to be in the top 18,000, right? But do you really think, I mean, I knew it was possible because I always think, well, why can't it be me, right? You know. Now, most of the time, it's like when you produce a band and you think, okay, well, this is a great song. You know, some bands will have great songs, and you think, what is the chances of it getting through the you know, a record label and being chosen as a single? Or is it a band that a label's going to take the chance on getting behind a song you wrote? So I've had a publishing deal since 1991. I've had one song that I wrote that a label got behind. Just one song that I co-wrote that was released as a single. Had tons of album tracks, tons of album tracks, you know, hundreds and hundreds of album tracks. Never had one that was a single that a label actually put money behind. I mean, it was, you know, in order to have a hit, you got to put $500,000 behind something, right? And the one song that got pushed was number one. Okay, out of all the songs I've done, I've had one song become a single. And you know, but that is one at least, right? So you look at the odds. What are the chances that you'll have a number one song? Well, they're very low, but somebody's got to have them, right? So why can't it be you? And when I say you, I don't mean just me. I mean like anybody here, right? Why can't it be anyone? So I like to always think that you go into things and thinking that there's always a possibility of success. And this writer I was talking to today, he was saying that what he likes about my channel is that I'm so positive about things. And then I thought, well, why would you want to get on and, now granted, I've complained about things, right? I've complained about Apple, I complain about plenty of things. But for the most part, I think that I always look for the positive. I didn't say what makes this song suck, you know, and people always say, I get that. People always write that to me. Why don't you make a video about why songs suck? And I said, why do I want to do that? Why do I want to waste time complaining about something, right? Yeah, I complain about people that block videos because I think it's idiotic, and I think it's ultimately bad, not only for the artist, it's bad for education. You can't teach people music without playing music, right? So, worse than idiotic, exactly. The odds are a lot better if your first name is Max and your last name is Martin. The odds of having a hit are way better if that's true. If that's the case, Ray, far, far better. I made one trashing Sting.
You know that was kind of a joke, right? It was kind of the it was a joke like the record was. I mean, come on, Sting wasn't really serious with this thing. That's just old man music there. He's just doing the old man thing. I'm trying to remember the one song title. Oh God, it was awful. It was awful. It was Sad Trombone. Oh yeah. Come on. Sad Trombone. Yeah, Tom, you remember that, right? I mean, come on, Sad Trombone. That is horrible. I made the Gibson video. Chris, I made the Gibson video, but most of the complaining in the video were done by Rhett and Dave. I wasn't complaining about it. Waiting to pick up Dylan from basketball practice. Dylan is sleeping right now. Deb. Channel works because your content is exceptionally good. Production good. Personality keeps people engaged. It will continue to explode. There you go. Awesome. Roller coaster. Rick, have I ever heard of a great guitar player, Francis Dunnery? Yes. There's a lot of popular videos slamming Gibson. Well, Rhett has a popular video with a couple 250,000 views on it, slamming Gibson. I was needling him the other day. Way to throw Dave and Rhett under the bus. Hey, I wasn't they were the ones in the video. Their words can speak for themselves. So I was needling Rhett. I said, man, Rhett, your like to dislike ratio in that video was really bad. I had to bust his chops about something. And he's like, what are you talking about? I said, man, you got like 34% dislike ratio. What's that all about? He's like, well, I was like, I don't even know if that's bad, but Jason, in 63, I've convinced you can still learn music. Of course, exactly. Checked out my video on dissonance equals emotion. Would enjoy more like that. Did finish the pedal board. Okay, so I have to do a live stream in Germany along with my talk. And I need a good topic to do a live stream on. Can somebody give me a good topic for that? Thank you, Will. Good topic. What would be a good topic to do a live stream with other people there? Because it'll be in front of other people, I imagine. Sugar-free Jello versus heavy cream for keto. Not related to the TED Talk. Just something that'd be a good live stream. Adam Neely is going to be there. He's doing a music theory. He's doing a music theory video. He's doing a live stream. Criteria? I don't know if there is no criteria. They said it can be on what music is all about. Aaron is not traveling to Germany. I wish he was. What success means to a musician. What's the occasion? The occasion is this festival I'm going to in about 4 weeks called GitCon 2018. How to build a 500K YouTube channel. That's pretty easy. You make 500 videos in 2 years. Theory of German composers. Okay. How about sophistication of great composers without formal theory background? thought about that, Zach. That's kind of an interesting topic. I'm not sure who else I would talk about. Chris Cornell would be a good person. He clip-on tuners and how bad they are. How to work hard in the industry. I've worked hard to work this hard. That's my favorite saying. It's from a movie with Charles Grodin and Jim Belushi called Taking Care of Business. And I always laugh at that because it's so true. I have worked hard to work this hard. German microphones. A lot of German microphones. Well, the thing about Chris Cornell is that Pete Thorne's going to be there, so maybe he can be on the video with me. I'm definitely making a YouTube. I'm definitely making a video for my channel with Pete Thorne. Alan Holdsworth, talk about pipe organs. Okay. The music industry is like in the US. Why music is music and not just noise. Okay. All right. Jeff Buckley. Kurt Cobain is really the best example of that. I think he really is. He's a great example. I'll tell you another person that writes really sophisticated melodies is Bono. Bono writes incredibly sophisticated melodies. People think of U2 as being really simple. He also is not repetitive with his melodies. He's got, with the amount of records that U2 has, he has an unbelievable vocabulary of melodic ideas. He really does. Might not work for Gitcom. Let's see, something like 1979 when Prague evolved. Lots of music came out in that year. In 80, had to adapt to new wave influence. That's interesting. That is interesting. Early Chicago with Terry Kath. I can't do any Chicago videos. I'm really kind of bummed about that. Wait, why does everybody incorrectly refer to concert music as classical? Is that a title, Ronnie? Because that's actually, but that's not, wouldn't be that interesting. Is it because Bono's had many stylistic influences? I don't know, actually. Bono is really has just, honestly, incredible variety in his melodies. And I've never done a U2 video. I know more about U2 than almost any band. I know a lot about U2. I never talk about them, almost never talk about them. I got asked today if I knew Daniel Lanois, or what I thought of Daniel Lanois. And I love Daniel Lanois' production and his music. Just rant, Ron. That's all I should do, right? Just get up there and rant. Will there ever be another guitar god hero phase? Okay, that's kind of like my Van Halen video. Tom, what to look for in what makes this song great? What you look for? Ooh, that's kind of interesting. Your dad played golf with Larry Mullen Jr. How was he a decent golfer? I mean, your dad, was he a good golfer? Why some artists make it in Europe before the US, like Hendrix? Well, that's kind of going back a little bit, but what do the Czech Republic and King Crimson have in common? Would I ever cover world music? Of course I would. What makes this grocery store great? Honestly, today, since they're doing the restructuring here, nothing is making it great. It's really pretty horrible. So this grocery store, I've been coming here for about 12, 13 years or so, and the only time it was really run well, this manager here is cool. I like the managers on at night here. He's a cool guy. But they used to have a guy, big dude, that was left-handed, and when they had the left-handed guy running the store, it ran well. So, but since he left, it's just a mess. Talk about the German chord and what songs do you, okay. How we can create a new music revolution. Will there ever be a hit with 2, 3, 7? I like that. Is unsigned music the real music of today? Ned Flanders. Probably an artistic manager. The store was organized much better. Something about lefties. I don't know what it is, but my son Dylan is the only left-hander out of my 3 kids, and he is way more organized than the girls. The Power of the Power Trio. Gary, that is a great title. I'm not left-handed, no. It may look like it here. This is my right hand if this is backwards. Wegmans. I love Wegmans, Helium. My favorite grocery store, man. That's from my hometown. I worked at Wegmans, okay? I was a cashier at Wegmans in 1978. I worked for about 4 months to buy a Les Paul, maybe 6 months. I can't remember now. And I remember one time coming home, riding my bike. This is in the 70s, and I remember this. I remember coming down this hill. There was our middle school called Minerva DeLand, and there's a really steep path that goes down behind it. And I went flying over the handlebars, and I was wearing a white shirt. We had to wear a white shirt and a tie. And I just wiped out going down this hill. And I remember I had blood all over my shirt. I remember I came home. My mom's like, "What happened to you?" And I said, "Oh, I just went over my handlebars." I mean, we weren't, there was no helmets or anything back then. It was not a Schwinn. I'm trying to think what kind of bike I rode back then. Man, I had, when kids rode bikes without helmets. That's the name of my new HBO show or Netflix show, right? When kids rode bikes without helmets. Mad Strummer Dad. So we're talking about a bunch of things. I just finished grocery shopping. How would Beethoven have coped with the 1456? I'm in the parking lot of the grocery store. That's where I am. Good name, No Helmets. That is a good name. That'd be a good name for a band. No Helmets. I like that. So this is interesting. Now, I'm not in the way of the hurricane, although you don't know. Today's video, here's the confusing thing now to me. Led Zeppelin has allowed this video to stay up. And when I looked today, I looked in the YouTube policies, music policies, and it said that my video was going to get blocked using these Nirvana songs. Yet I know that I've used the Nirvana songs, and it said I couldn't use it, and I didn't get blocked. Zeppelin said I couldn't use it, just like, and it didn't get blocked. I'm not sure. I don't know why though. I don't know why. How come the Iden stream got blocked? I took it down. That's why. I took it down actually. Took it down. Because I didn't want that music out there on that on the second channel. I already have the music on my main channel. I want people to go and look at those videos over there since they're already up. I don't want them up in two places. There need to be multiple competing YouTubes. Agree? No, I don't necessarily agree. The reason that it's hard to beat YouTube is because of Google, because of all the recommendations for videos. Wait, you're here to stay for a bit in the Carolinas? Okay. Do I have any Grateful Dead tracks? A lot, Subi, I do. You like the analysis of the vocal harmony in Nirvana? I mean, this stuff is so sophisticated. My God. The guy that blocks videos, Mad Strummer. I know, that's what I was thinking. I was like, oh, okay, put the video out on Sunday night. The dude is not checking. He's off on Sundays. And that's why he just hasn't gotten around to it yet. He's like, what did I miss? Oh, you didn't miss anything last night. Okay, let's see who am I going to block today. You live near Liverpool? Do you live near Liverpool, New York, or Liverpool, Liverpool? Liverpool in the UK. Oh, Tom, yes. Kurt Cobain's melodies are so sophisticated. My God, I could have taken any one of his tunes. That Francis Farmer tune that I just did the chorus on, the verse is way more complex. The song In Bloom, just unbelievable. Every song off of Long Train. You live near Liverpool, New York? Okay. Rack my gear from the 80s, budget guy who buys stuff for pennies. Boxing ring would be awesome. Background vocals, okay. Drain You is great. It is great. If I can do what makes the song great for a live stream, I have done that. I did, honestly, I made this video tonight, the Nirvana one, since I'm a massively big Nirvana fan. And I didn't give them a proper what makes this song great since I did it as a live video. And I did it because I didn't know if it was going to get taken down. I did it early on in the series. It was in the first 5 or 6 or something like that. So I wanted to do that. I think the systems that go after videos in waves. There was a Fleetwood Mac album up for years, suddenly got blocked. I really do not like Fleetwood Mac. I mean, I love Fleetwood Mac, but I think that their management or the people in the band are idiots. I'm sorry to say that, but I really do. I think that them and the Eagles are in their own special category of people who's they should really be concerned about their legacy. I really dislike their whole ethos and their obsession with with lawsuits and things like that. Kicking Lindsey Buckingham out of the band, or although he's probably just as bad as the other ones, or kicking Don Felder out of the band. I mean, these things are ridiculous. Both bands started around the same time. That's true. Well, no, Fleetwood Mac started in the 60s. I want to say that the first Eagles record was 71 probably, right? Is that right? Why is it, Sal says, why is it that people who wrote deceptively sophisticated music all became iconic? Because they wrote great songs. Blind Blockers, interesting. Novoselic is very underrated. Oh man, his bass lines are incredibly good. Supertramp are huge blockers. Okay, I'll tell you a story about Supertramp. Their bass player, his name was Doogie Thompson. He's a guy that I knew, that I met later. He was a manager. He managed the band Disturbed. You know the metal band Disturbed? Wait, Joe Rogan? What? That's not true, is it? I don't believe that. Been digging her albums with Jocko lately. Yes, I mean, I've thought about, wait, Joe Rogan, is that actually true? No, that's fake. Yeah, Bob Welch, that's right. Okay, Cobra Jet. Cobra Jet, I don't know you. I've never seen you before, and you're gone. I don't know who that is. That's a troll. So, yeah. Liverpool, England. Okay. Yeah. You're new, but you're not a troll. Well, you didn't just say that either. You looked up your YouTube ranking, you're 2.5 million. That's pretty good, actually. Yeah, I mean, come on, give me a break. Melvin's, Shadows and Light. Okay, so this is some troll stuff here, with the capital letters here, all that stuff. Wait, what is this? Haha, made you look. Who is that? Okay, well there you go, Jim. What makes this song great? The Cure. I will do The Cure. Oh, Supertramp. So Doogie Thompson managed Disturbed, the bass player from Supertramp. And he used to be a publisher. I want to say he was a publisher. He worked as a publisher for Chrysalis. So he, and I don't know if he did any of the writing in the band, but he would know and would be really, he probably, you know, he probably had something to do with that, I bet. If he didn't, he probably told the guys in the band they should block stuff on YouTube, which is, of course, not very smart, but Doogie's a really good guy. From Scotland. Is that where Supertramp's from? Anyways, okay, 191 people. I gotta go. I gotta put the stuff in the fridge. You guys are the best. I can't drive and talk, so I wanted to get on here, get some ideas. Leave them in the comments if you guys have ideas, okay, for my live stream. I just need a title. There's a couple good ones in here, but if you think of anything, put them in the comments section. Night. You guys are the best.